Gemini, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising sign, but it's also a message for you. So if you don't identify as a Gemini, that's fine. You could have Gemini energy in your chart that you don't know about. Either way, if this popped up onto your feed, it's because you need to hear something in it. And I'm not talking about or else something bad will happen. No, it's just that you need to hear something in it to help, to make you aware of something, to comfort you, to make you think about something. It just, the only way this would pop up onto your feed is if it's gonna help you in some way, somehow. And it always shows up at just the right time. And this is where your message begins. That's beautiful. Fell out first, but let's go. Let's understand how we're leading up to this. 8 of Cups, walk away. The cards are beckoning you. Walk away. Walk away. And how do you know what to walk away from? And there's a full moon here, so that's happening about 2 weeks from now. So even if there's not a full moon, whenever you're watching this, even if there's not a full moon happening in 2 weeks from now, it's 2 weeks from now. It's telling me I know when I'm filming this, so it's telling me the indicated time. Here's how you know what to walk away from. They're like, what to walk away from. The 8 of Cups is when you walk away from stuff that you just don't care about anymore. You could feel it in yourself. You can feel that you've become apathetic to something. Apathetic means you don't care anymore, no matter how much you want to, no matter how much you used to. And that's part of the problem. Not so much for air sign energy, but when it comes to emotions, it's like stuff that sat with you, stuff that sank in, stuff that you maybe thought you'd always care about, you don't care anymore. There's something here where you just don't care. Or somebody, always making myself bleed. I get all these bug bites. Or somebody just doesn't care anymore. They don't care. So whatever that is, that feeling of, I just don't care anymore. Hold on. I had to get something to put over it because it was bleeding. Let's just hope that helps. You know that it's the right thing to walk away from. Probably because you've been thinking, I'm done with this. This is over for me. Or no matter how much you try, you just can't get yourself to actually care. So we have the 8 of Cups here. Walking away from a situation. Walking away because you know it. 5 of Swords. This is backstabbing. This is aggressiveness. This is insult this is intense hurt or harm. So this is walking away from a situation where you know that there was just people. It's like accepting defeat. Accepting it and not caring anymore. This sense of maybe kind of liberation, because once you see that the people that you're surrounded by, or that once you see that these people that you were dealing with were just crappy, like they intentionally were crappy, or maybe not caring itself is what's crappy and what's making a situation not work. Or maybe you stopped caring because you're just surrounded by people who are only caring about themselves. That's what you're walking away from. That's what's over. And then we have 9 of Pentacles, feeling good about who you are, standing in your power, being appreciated for what you do and who you are. And then the Empress, which is abundance and prosperity. It's interesting, guys. It's like kind of complete collapse happens just before your sense of value kicks in, and the external validation of that value comes in. There's just a lot of, in defeat, there comes value, there comes resources, there comes I don't know. There comes help. Help is on the way. I guess that's the best way to say it. Help is on the way. How? I think you want to know. It's early in the morning for me here. Through some sort of thought process or learning, through some sort of exploration or digging in and understanding or knowing, using your logic to figure out the situation. How? The Queen of Cups, this is a very generous, loving energy somewhere around the full moon. Like I said, somewhere, either you're watching this right now when I'm going to upload this, and that would be around the full moon that's happening in about 2 weeks from now, or it's simply a woman, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, maybe that you've fallen out of contact with. Maybe it wasn't meant to be romantically. You could never figure it out. You could never understand it. Something was stuck or paused. But there's this person who just wants to work on things, wants to care. This is becoming something totally different. Because what I just got in my mind, was that somebody used somebody, or somebody's trying to manipulate somebody. Somebody used somebody, or somebody's trying to manipulate somebody to get them to do things for them, to help them build, even though they don't have any love and they know it's not going anywhere. And that's what this 5 of Swords is. Like there's just this energy of intentional manipulation when there's no feelings there, but you know somebody has a lot of value and a lot of worth, and they will take care of things. They will help you out, even though on some level it's known that this isn't going anywhere. Oh, I just exposed something. I hope it's not you guys treating somebody like this. Usually when I'm talking to people, it's a warning. This kind of energy is a warning of, holy crap, somebody is using you, manipulating you. And why are they doing it? They know, let me say this to you. They see you as a resource. This is somebody who sees you as a resource. And that's why there's this, because they know maybe you have access to money or resources, or either that, or it's like going to ask for help to a situation or a person that you know can or has the ability to, but they're not going to. There's not a connection, or you don't fit in, or it's like if you're applying for something, you're not going to get approved because you don't fit the right criteria. But there's some situation that you're dealing with here that's really put you into a crappy position. And this help that you're reaching out for, I don't think so. I don't think the help isn't going to be there. I think it's somehow being manipulated. Either unfortunately there's going to be a rejection here. But it feels like somebody's only in it for the help they can get out of it, because they've never really cared from the beginning. You don't have somebody's best interest in mind. They only have this sense of what I want and what I know this person can do for me and will open-heartedly do for me, because they love me so much, care about me so much, or this is some sort of like charitable energy that will work and help me reconstruct, but there's no real long term in this. That is let me say this to you. If you are dealing with somebody like that, who are you dealing with? Or stop. Maybe that's what I should ask the cards. Who are you dealing with? 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 Something from the past popped up. A fuckboy. A fuckboy who did only care about themselves. The sex might have been really good, but they're very, it could be Leo, could be Sagittarius, could be Aries, could not be any of those. Could just be somebody who demonstrated from the moment you met them that they were very into themselves. They weren't capable. They aren't really truly capable. And maybe it's in hindsight that you realize this about this person. I don't know how long ago you met this person, but as soon as it came out, for some reason, I was just drawn to this deck. I'm like, no, this isn't going to clarify things for me. It absolutely clarified things. 100%. This is clarity. It's there would be very arrogant. They would be very kind of like flirtatious, maybe use sexuality to manipulate. Very much fuckboy energy. People with a lot of someone with a lot of arrogance, not a lot of competence. Who is this person? You met them a while ago. Page of Pentacles, they're opportunistic. They don't have much money. Somebody who was just starting out on something. Somebody who thought they'd do really, really well on something that they were just starting out at. Somebody that was brand new to you. Not that long ago. And they were a karmic connection. In other words, the universe didn't just put them in your life to torture you. They put them in your life to teach you something, to make you aware. Sometimes it's to make you aware of your own arrogance. Sometimes it's to make you aware that you need to love yourself deeper. Why did my light just go down? That doesn't make any sense. Sorry about that. Yeah. But it happened, some sort of karmic event. Watch out. Let me say that to you. Watch out. Because it's like somebody... It's like somebody... Listen, let me say this to you. If it's not resonating, my videos are not meant to make you paranoid or distrust people that are in your life. This should be resonating to you. Resonating like, oh, like you should have already had suspicions. I feel like it could mean that somebody's lack of caring is what caused a rift or hurt you. Right? And so you were standing in your power and found your own worth in your own independence and your own individuality. You decided, I'm going to leave. Put a lot of faith and love into yourself, resources in yourself, and then, build yourself back up. But look what comes back. This situation that isn't going to work out, that was never meant to be. Either way, if this is a return from this person in the past that you walked away from, you're done, you're finished, and they're only coming back into your life now to demonstrate to you that you're done, that you're finished, that you don't need to worry about this anymore, that you're truly over something, and you can make the right judgment. And you will make the right judgment. And remember, this person may not be showing up as the same person. They could be showing up as the same kind of person, which is why things get a little bit tricky, right? But it's almost like this time around, you're going to realize really quickly, like your mind is going to put together really quickly, boom, boom, boom. Oh, I know where this is leading. And you know where this is leading because you've already been taught. Because before, in the past, you may have been a novice at this. It may have been new, but now you can smell it from 10 years away. Right? So you're about to know, you're about to be aware. And you'll see it. And I don't think there is a shot in holy hell. There's not a shot in hell that you're going to fall for this again. Because you're going to know really quickly, this situation is not meant to last. The situation, it's not going to work out. You'll never be able to figure it out. Either that, or let me say, this person's coming in, and they're very much opportunistic. And this will be a confirmation for you guys that, yes, what you have felt, what you're picking up is 100% that confirmed. They are there to use your resources, manipulate resources, and then get the fuck out of there. It's not meant to be long term. Cancerian energy keeps coming up here. It doesn't mean it has to be a Cancerian person. It means it could be family member. A personal issue reaches resolution. Damn. Somebody in your family. Somebody in your conclusions are within reach. Realizing it, knowing it, understanding it, the truth coming out. Watch this video again to remind yourself of this person. Fiery climax. You had a confrontation with this person as is, but then maybe back then you couldn't prove anything or know anything. You weren't certain. You had already had a fiery climax, and it's not long ago because the full moon in Aries didn't happen very long ago. It happened at the beginning of this month. Maybe it happened 2 weeks ago. So maybe it's not that this started 2 weeks ago, but that you had already had a confrontation with this person. There would have already been a blow up or an explosion. There would have been angry energy that was released. Wow. 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 Okay. It all comes out, right? It all comes out. Hold on. Yes, there's always an extended reading. We're going to go to it, but let me get your angel messages really quick. Ceremonies and celebrations. What does that have to do with it? It's a time of important life passages, such as weddings, birthdays, graduations, or anniversaries. Either there's an actual event coming up where you're going to have to see this person and maybe confront them, or it's about this event, like somebody's trying to put together, get money for an event, but it's not like it's going to last forever. It could also be that this is a special moment for you. This is what this card usually comes up for me in my readings. This is a moment for you. This is a particularly special moment where you realize something, know something, and are able to move on from something when you finish up a karmic cycle. By showing to the universe, I've learned. I'm not going through this loop again. Let's go to the extended. Maybe you just want to spend more time with me, right? Come on over. I'll see you there.